Great choice. That's a difference maker.
Even at home, outside of Boston, police trailed him when he drove through town. One time his house was broken into and vandalized. His trophies were destroyed. The N-word spray painted on the walls. But Bill wasn't intimidated by this hatred, and he wasn't going to let that kind of abuse deter his mission. And his courage lifted him to the forefront of a generation of black athletes who work for change all across the country and the world. He went to Mississippi after the assassination of civil rights icon Medgar Evers and made a statement by running an all-integrated basketball clinic there. He campaigned for the Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act, and he was a leading voice for black athletes who believed in the fight against injustice. All these years after he won those 11 titles as a player, the last two as a team's player coach, by the way, I think the most important thing to understand about Bill Russell isn't just how hard he fought, but simply how he fought. He wrote books, articles, magazines. He educated himself and others about why the struggle was worth it. And what was the best way to fight it? Bringing so many others into the effort too. Maybe more than anything else, Bill, and symbolic too. His father's schoolhouse was burned down by racists, and his daughter graduated from Harvard Law School. To this day, well into his 80s, Bill's still using his voice to teach and support our generation, and we're grateful for that. He's the model we should all aspire to emulate. He's the inspiration we still need every day. He's the reminder of why the fight is worth it.
Jaylen Brown will be back next week with the final installment of Respect Your OGs. He tells the story of how Bill Russell has inspired his actions to raise awareness and what you can do to help.
Mike Wang joined us last week to talk your My Player builds. We were talking about the offensive My Players, and this week he's back to talk some defensive My Players.
And if you submitted one of your builds over social, keep watching because we are highlighting one of your My Player builds. Take a look. We are back with Mike Wang. Welcome back to the show. Last week we talked about my offensive build. Now we're going to focus on defense.
Yes, Mike, I want a defensive build because, I want to play big this year. I'm usually on the perimeter, but now I want to be an interior presence. I want to snatch some souls. I want to block some shots, and I want to make sure I hold it down for my teammates in the paint.
It's a great choice. I never knew you were a defensive-minded player. Last time we played in real life, you were a scoring machine, so.
That's true. That's true. I try.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day.
It's Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals with the series at... Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Well, among the league's deadlier weapons now is the step-back jumper. Steph Curry said, "You're always in control of the situation with that move. It is pretty effective." Portland's Damian Lillard said, "It's a tough off-balance shot, so it takes a lot of work." But people around the league are putting in that work to become even more effective. Guys?
Thanks, David. So the New York starting five, Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Then it's Robinson, and it's prime time. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Portis in at the 5. Here's Harrison, guarded by Holiday. Harrison pass to Robinson. Trying his luck from deep. That one's not going to go. Now the Bucks take it the other way. The wide open look here for Holiday. Buries it from three-point range. Holiday's got the first points up on the board here for the Bucks. Harrison scanning the floor. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Shot's good by Middleton.
Well, Chris Middleton recognizing the transition opportunity and taking off down the court to get ahead of everybody.
Here's Harrison following the basket by Chris Middleton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the night right here. Both free throws good from Harrison. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 3-point game. They're coming to this game after losing on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, he's going to find a way to score. RJ sniffing out the opportunity there.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. There's Harrison, guarded by Holiday. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Toppin, he's jacked in for Julius Randle. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Here's Harrison. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. The dish to Robinson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And Mitchell Robinson's mobility on display there, setting a solid screen and then a direct cut to the basket.
Holiday goes in, and it's denied. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And bringing that postseason intensity, so key. These plays can change the trajectory of a game.
DiVincenzo finds Portis. lays it up off the glass.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here's Harrison, guarded by Holiday. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the... Dunker mentality. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Substitution here for Milwaukee. B.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Gay comes in for Chris Middleton. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Drew Holiday. And it's good for 2.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
The shot by Harrison, no good. Milwaukee leading by 5. And the foul on Rose. That's his first foul. Substitution for the Knicks. Harrison. 41 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Barea kicks to Dunn. Back to Barea. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Knox. Knicks trail by 6. On up the court. And that one, good.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
A nice shot by Barea.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Harrison. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That one is no good. Here is Forbes for 3. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Bucks lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about losing to the Raptors back in 2019.
I think the most important lesson that I got is that you got to finish the job.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Harrison out there with Alec Burks. Then there's Davis Bertans. Then it's Randall. And it's Knox in at the 3, the small forward. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, prime time in the last game against the Bucks was just phenomenal. He finished with 20 points and orchestrated the offense as he piled up the assists. That was just the latest in a string of very productive games for him. We'll see if he can keep this streak going, Kevin.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Portis, who's checked in for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Dunn.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Berea surveying the floor. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Good on the triple. DiVincenzo's got 7.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. A nice shot by Berea. Berea's got 5 points now in the quarter. And the Knicks